My name is Brooklyn, revenge storyteller forged in the fires of betrayal. Scarred by deceit in the military ranks where comrades turned on me during a classified op, and wounded deeper by family lies, I narrate this tale of resilience. On my 18th birthday, my stepmother's hand cracked across my face in front of 60 guests at the country club, branding me a gold-digging orphan. Laughter echoed as security advanced to eject me. But 5 minutes later, the estate lawyer rose, and my father's video played on the giant screen, revealing why he left everything to the humiliated daughter. That night, humiliation ignited my transformation from broken girl to avenger. Before the slap, life was a battlefield. My father, a decorated Army veteran, raised me with disciplined love after Mom's death. He built Parker Developments like a fortress, teaching me strategy and survival. We were a unit, unbreakable. Then Sabrina invaded at 12, a charming widow with son Logan in tow. She promised unity, but sowed division, isolating me with subtle tactics. Dad, weakened by illness, missed the signs. Drawing on Dad's military lessons, I endured silently, gathering intel like a soldier in enemy territory. The betrayals mounted, mirroring the stab in the back I'd later face in uniform. But on that birthday, the trap sprung. Sabrina's charm masked a predator's heart. She rearranged our home, pushing me to the basement, temporarily for Logan's comfort. The cold space became my prison, 5 degrees chillier, with a tiny window showing only passing feet. I scrubbed floors, washed dishes, while they dined in luxury. My achievements, a 4.0 GPA, science fair wins, were dismissed as effortless, while Logan's mediocrity earned praise. Dad's eyes dimmed as she controlled his schedule, finances, whispering poison. I felt invisible, a ghost in my own life. But his military code echoed in me. Endure, observe, strike when ready. The emotional gaslighting scarred me, prefiguring the unit betrayal that would shatter my trust years later. One night, after my trophy win, Sabrina diverted Dad to buy Logan a SUV, leaving me alone in the gym. We never celebrated. I stopped sharing successes, turning inward like a coiled spring. She drained Dad's accounts, crying poverty while splurging. I collected evidence, discarded statements, emails, hidden in my basement lair. Logan sneered, calling me burden. The abuse built resilience, a shield for future battles. As Dad's health failed, Sabrina plotted inheritance, unaware he saw through her. On my birthday eve, tension crackled like pre-storm air. Tomorrow, the will would unleash justice, but first the humiliation. Dad's final years were a slow siege. Cancer ravaged the man who once commanded platoons, leaving him bedridden. Sabrina seized control, signing papers he barely read, isolating him from me. I'd sneak in at night, holding his hand, whispering stories of our past. He confided her manipulations, regretting his blindness. "I've planned ahead, Brooke," he murmured, eyes fierce with old fire. Like in the field, strike from shadows. I nodded, his words embedding like orders. But betrayal cut deep. It echoed the comrade who sold intel during my deployment, costing lives. Here at home, the enemy wore perfume and smiles. As Dad slipped away 3 weeks before my birthday, Sabrina accelerated. She sold land parcels, moved Logan to the master suite, treated the will as formality. I worked double shifts at the diner, buying my own dress for the party. Whispers called me ungrateful, but I held fast, disciplined by Dad's teachings. The night before, alone in the basement, I stared at his dog tags, vowing survival. Little did I know, his trap waited activation at midnight, my legal adulthood. The party loomed, a stage for her triumph. But revelations brewed, promising a reversal that would echo through my scarred soul. The country club glittered like a false paradise, chandeliers casting deceptive light. Guests in finery toasted my birthday, but tension hummed beneath. Sabrina, radiant in designer gown, orchestrated the event as her victory lap. Logan smirked, sipping champagne. I stood apart, cheek already anticipating the sting. Phones ready. They waited for drama. Sabrina grabbed the mic, calling me forward. To the gold-digging orphan, she sneered, voice dripping venom. Her hand flew, dragging me, slapping hard. Pain exploded, room gasping then laughing. Security approached as she ordered me out. Humiliation burned, mirroring the military court-martial where lies stripped my rank. I crumpled, taste of blood sharp, tears blurring. Guests recorded, judgment in their eyes. But amid chaos, Alexis Ford, Dad's lawyer, checked his watch, calm, waiting. The clock struck midnight. I was 18. He rose, voice cutting silence. Remained seated for the will reading. Murmurs rippled. Sabrina froze, triumph cracking. A screen flickered to life, Dad's face appearing, healthy and stern. If you're watching, it's time, he said. My heart pounded. This was his counterattack, planned in secret meetings. The room held breath as his words unfolded, exposing betrayals. But the full hammer was yet to drop, tension coiling tighter. Dad's video played, his voice steady like parade ground commands. Sabrina drained accounts, isolated Brooklyn, treated her like staff. Gasps echoed. He detailed financial abuse, emotional torment, backed by documents. I played weak, but watched everything. Sabrina paled. Logan shifted uneasily. Guests whispered, phones lowering. Alexis distributed papers, bank statements, emails calling Dad, useful idiot. Board members scowled. This mirrored my military betrayal, where a superior falsified reports, scapegoating me for mission failure. Scars throbbed, but here, vindication brewed. Dad continued. Everything to Brooklyn, company, house, assets. Sabrina shrieked denial, but evidence mounted, her facade crumbling. I stood, cheek throbbing, but spine straight from Dad's drills. Alexis locked doors, preventing escape. Contest and discovery exposes all, he warned. Sabrina lunged, but security, now mine, held back. Board voted me majority shareholder, suspending her access. Aunts, uncles begged forgiveness, but I cut ties. No family here. Logan wept, accusing destruction. But Mr. Sterling defended. You scattered like roaches. Tension peaked as Sabrina grabbed my wrist, hissing owed debts. I yanked free, cold as steel. You raised nothing but debt. Her hand rose again, but Henderson's phone deterred. The final confrontation loomed, revenge tasting bittersweet. Sabrina's eyes blazed mania, makeup cracking like her control. You owe me, she growled, nails digging. The old me would have cowered, but military trials, betrayed by squad, facing inquiry alone, had forged unyielding resolve. I stepped closer, towering. Dad raised me. I raised myself on scraps while you splurged. Guests watched, breath held. Her hand twitched for another slap, but Henderson intervened. Assault the air? Felony. She deflated, arm dropping. Alexis thrust envelope. Vacate in 30 days. stipend with silence. Fraud loomed if she fought. Panic flashed. Prison shadowed her greed. Logan's pleas fell flat, boards siding with truth. I turned from her tears. Narcissist's loss. Escort them out. I ordered security, voice commanding like Dad's. They shuffled away, tales fading into night. In the office, papers stacked. Deeds, stocks mine. Exhaustion hit, but Alexis smiled. Proud kid. I signed, locking assets. Not revenge, correction, he said. Balcony air cleared my mind, town lights twinkling. Free at 18, but scars lingered. The family betrayal echoed military wounds, where trust shattered in ambush. Yet resilience won. But whispers of unfinished business stirred. Sabrina's final card, press threats. Would silence hold, or would war reignite? Months passed. I rebuilt Parker Developments with military precision, auditing every cent. Sabrina vanished to a dingy apartment, stipend or chain. But betrayal's echo called me to enlist, seeking purpose beyond pain. Basic training honed my discipline. Dad's dog tags my talisman. Deployed to hostile sands, I led patrols, earning respect. Then the stab, my CO, jealous of my rise. Falsified logs, blaming me for a botched raid. Court-martial loomed, comrades silent. Isolated again, like basement days. Convicted on lies, discharged dishonorably. Scars deepened, trust pulverized. Homebound, revenge fire reignited. Sabrina's whispers reached me. She plotted smears. I gathered intel, veteran network aiding. Discovered her violating NDA, bad-mouthing to press. Evidence mounted, recordings, witnesses. Confrontation brewed. I cornered her at a seedy cafe, face to face. You broke terms, I said, voice steel. She sneered, but fear flickered. I'll expose you. Flashbacks hit, slap, court lies. But I was no victim. Discovery awaits. I echoed Alexis. Her empire gone, mine thriving. She begged mercy, but I walked away, filing suit. Stipend cut, fraud charges pending. The cycle closed, but military ghosts haunted. Was true peace possible, or more battles ahead? Rebuilding life post-discharge, I channeled scars into stories, becoming the revenge teller. Audiences hung on my words, tales of triumph over treachery. But Sabrina's shadow lingered. Intel revealed her scheming with Logan, forging documents to contest the will anew. Betrayal's pattern repeated, family, military, now this. I mobilized, hiring investigators. Evidence poured, embezzlement trails, witness tampering. Court date set, tension electric. She appeared smug, lawyer slick. But my team struck first, presenting ironclad proof. Judge's gavel echoed like gunfire. Will upheld, additional charges. Her face crumpled, freedom slipping. Vengeance tasted cold, necessary. In chambers she cornered me, pleading. We were family. I laughed bitterly. You stole my future, like my CO stole my honor. Flashbacks surged, desert ambush, false accusations. No mercy for traitors. Bailiffs dragged her, Logan's eyes wide with defeat. Outside, media swarmed, but I controlled the narrative. Survivor, not victim. Company boomed under my lead, innovations from Dad's blueprints. Yet nights brought dreams of lost comrades, betrayed trust. Resilience held, but emotional layers peeled raw. Telling stories healed, audiences empathizing. But a new whisper emerged. Military appeal possible? Could I reclaim rank, expose the CO? The next chapter beckoned, suspense building. Years into my role as revenge storyteller, platforms grew, voice strong. But military betrayal festered. Files declassified, revealing CO's corruption, bribes, cover-ups. My discharge? Collateral. Allies rallied, petition filed. Hearings tense, testimonies gripping. CO squirmed under cross-exam, lies unraveling. Honorable discharge reinstated. The panel ruled. Rank restored, medals returned. Vindication surged, mirroring while reading triumph. Sabrina, imprisoned for fraud, watched from afar, her empire dust. Logan faded into obscurity. I stood taller, scars badges of survival. Betrayals, family, ranks forged my power. But emotional depth stirred. Was revenge enough, or healing next? On stage, sharing the birthday slap, while revelation, audiences gasped. Resilience wins, I declared. Offstage, therapy unpacked layers. Abuse, isolation, false accusations. Dad's spirit guided. Plan, endure, reclaim. Company thrived, philanthropy aiding abused youth. Military ties mended, mentoring recruits. Yet Sabrina's release loomed, tension rising. Would she seek payback? Intel hinted yes, anonymous threats. I prepared security tight. The cycle threatened restart, but I was ready. Transformed from displaced daughter to empowered woman, dignity mine. The final test approached, heart pounding. Could I break the betrayal chain forever, or would old wounds reopen? Sabrina's release day dawned stormy, mirroring my turmoil. She appeared at my office, gaunt, pleading reconciliation. I've changed, she lied, eyes calculating. Flashbacks hit, slap, basement cold, military court. No, I said firmly. You stole everything. Evidence ready, I revealed recorded violations. One move, back to jail. She deflated, signing permanent exile. Logan, reformed slightly, nodded farewell. Closure settled, scars softening. Betrayals taught vigilance, but resilience triumphed. As revenge teller, stories empowered others, my voice a beacon. Military honors framed, family legacy secure. I walked free, dignity reclaimed. On a balcony overlooking the Rockies, like that birthday night, air crisp. Town lights twinkled hope. Alone but whole, I breathed deep. From broken girl to warrior woman. Transformation complete. Emotional layers healed through survival's fire. Betrayals inside ranks, outside home, no longer define me. They fueled power. Audiences awaited next tale, but this one, mine, ended in peace. Yet a whisper lingered. More stories to tell, more justice to serve. The journey continued, suspense eternal. Stay strong, listeners. Revenge isn't destruction, it's reclamation. See you in the next story.